We are back at it. That was an incredible chat with Ayana Gray and Amanda Reeves. So moving. So much went into the creation of I Medusa. Like, oh my gosh, I'm almost in tears. Not even almost. They're coming. The tears are coming. But before I get to crying, our next segment is our short story showdown. So what I want all of you to do. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Where's my? Okay. What I want all of you to do is either get a laptop, or get like a piece of paper, um, and get a pen because we are going to be writing short stories right here on live. And we will be battling. So, Briana Lawrence and Divinity Ray are two amazing indie authors who will be joining us today. Two brave, very brave indie authors. Sorry, my wig was blown away by the last by the last segment. And so if you either request to join or let me see it and invite to join. Okay. So what will happen is, hello Sigma Sakura Empress. Oh, who we got here? Hey.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I absolutely love your setup. Like you
Oh,
look like
thank you.
a god. Like you're pretty. How
No, nobody can put you to shame. You look gorgeous every single time I see you on my timeline.
are you feeling? How's the day going?
It's going good. It's going good. It was like one of those days, and I'm sure you can relate where you're like, I don't want to get out of bed, but I'm gonna do it. I'm
Yes.
out of bed. I did it. I put on a little makeup, got my cute sweater, so we
Love
did
it.
it, and that's what makes it a good day for
Yes,
sure.
I love it. I didn't even go to bed. It's 4 a.m. here, and I've just been awake back to back to back.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? I think that sometimes that's what it takes to pull off something like this. You've done something completely amazing and necessary for this community. And like, I hope that after you get to rest, but I don't think we understand how much hard work that you had to put into this. And I'm really glad that you did because it's amazing to have this space for a Black woman and just something that we can all celebrate each other. Like, it's wonderful. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh. Also, I think it said Brianna is unable to join. Let me see if I can invite her again. Fingers crossed. But while we wait, please tell the people who you are and about your books.
Sure. I'm Divinity Ray, and I write books for women who are reclaimed or women people. Whenever I say women, I'm non-binary, so I just mean non-men. But
Oh,
I
what?
write.
I'm misgendering you.
Oh no, I have she they pronouns.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, it's like yes, I'm non-binary, but I'm a Black woman first and foremost over everything else. So um, I write stories for people reclaiming their love of life and their self through their love of fantasy and romance. I primarily write fantasy, like romance, like romantasy right now, and I love writing novellas. I'm a lover of short stories. If I can say it in less words and get you there in less time, I'm gonna do that. Okay. So you can find all of my stories right now up on my Substack, and I do have a book out right now on Kindle Unlimited called To Hunt the Hunted, and I just released another romantasy novella called A Kiss Woven in Ruin. So those two are out now, and yeah, that's me.
And you know what I love? I love that your visual aesthetic doesn't completely match the output.
Oh yes, no, I'm such a cutie patootie, but if you read my books, it's like, and then she stabbed him and
Yeah.
dragged the dagger. Like, yeah, I'm traumatized. So you
Oh,
will,
Good.
yeah. It's very much dark romantasy.
yes. I feel it. I feel it. Hello, Brianna. You made it in.
I
You
did.
yes. Tell the people who you are and what you write about.
Hi, I'm Briana Lawrence. I write magical girls and like fantasy worlds and bright, fun pastel things. And that's when I'm like writing books and stuff. And then my day job is I edit features over at Crunchyroll News. So I'm surrounded by like
Yeah.
anime and nerdy stuff all day, every day. And then I put that into my like book series. So I am the pastel vibe. My wife is the murder, death, and
Oh.
when we set up our books, I have like the bright pastel side, and as you go down, it's like gray, and I'm like, yeah, that's us. That's
like Marceline and Bubblegum.
yes,
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 Yeah.
yes.
exactly. Oh my god, I love that. That's exactly it. Like we were
Yeah.
at a book fair last weekend, and people were like, "What?" I like just go with it. It's the pink house and the goth house meme. That's what we are.
Yeah. And I live in LA, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Wait, like they
No,
really?
they are. They're right there on Santa Monica Boulevard. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Oh, they're real.
They're real. Yes. Yes, they're real.
I y'all's props because this is such a like harrowing kind of segment that we have. Like it's
I'm not good at short stories, so this is gonna you're gonna win by default because I cannot write short stories at all. I'm a wordy person.
I have that thing in my head, okay? Like I'm in my PMDD week, so we're on the same page, okay?
Okay.
We're just gonna go with the flow.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the audience pick the topic. So for those
Oh no!
Oh, nice.
Okay.
for those
I mean, I trust you guys. I trust you. I do.
yeah
Be
I'm
nice
scared.
to us. Be nice to us.
those watching and listening. So like I said, what we're gonna do is pick the topic. We're gonna write short stories. I'll write along with y'all.
Oh,
Or
good.
maybe I'll like entertain the audience. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see whatever happens. So you guys put one word in the chat, one word, and then we will pick the topic, and then they will get going. Y'all will have 5 minutes, actually.
Yeah, I'm
5 minutes.
scared.
I'll get the outline done by 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh
And then
no! From the soul, right from the. Let me get her document ready so that I can like write along with y'all. Yeah, we're gonna write from the soul. Oh, okay, we got some words. Bubblegum,
Bubblegum, spy, pirate,
fair.
marital. Wow.
villains,
Are you
astronauts.
um greed, astronaut, astrology, waterfall, Pegasus. Okay, we're getting some good ones. Okay,
We are.
we've gotten fairies twice. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Fairy vampire.
oh, maybe we combine some. Okay, so we're gonna combine three of these words.
Okay.
More challenging to be honest. So so fairies is the first word. So we've got.
Okay.
I'm typing it out. Fairy.
Fairies.
Hold on, let me set my phone down and I'll type on my end too.
Okay. Okay, buddy. The next word it can't be fairy related. So
Oh.
fairy
Well, we
vampires.
had vampires.
Okay,
Don't
so
do fair. I'm gonna be like, don't do fairy vampire because that's like cheating. That's my main character. My other
Oh,
books already
is
have
it?
like, yeah.
no vampire.
That's my MMC of my book coming out. So I'm like, let's not do that one.
Gotta,
Thank you for being honest.
No,
and,
I have so much lore in my head. I'm like, I don't want to cheat.
yeah, your integrity. All right, the okay, gamer. I'm liking that. So fairy.
Okay.
Fairy gamer.
Fairy gamer. Okay,
I
let's
don't
do
game
it.
so okay. Now our third word. It has to be something random, like random.
Yeah.
Nothing fantasy related, nothing book genre related.
Oh, I like chef.
So fairy, gamer, and chef. Those your three
What
words.
about spy? Oh, go ahead. I saw somebody say fairy gamer spy.
Fairy game. Nah, chef.
Chef. Okay, we're doing chef.
Okay, so let me pull up a timer.
Okay.
We're gonna do. Is 5 minutes too short? What do y'all think? I'll let you guys pick. Do you want to do 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or 10 minutes?
See, that's hard because maybe check in and
I'm I'm down for whatever. I think like 5 minutes could be fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
7 could be right like in the middle where we could kind of maybe have something a little bit better. I think 10 might be too long.
Long.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do 5 minutes. We're making it super challenging.
Okay, okay.
So, all right. So I'm gonna do a countdown with my fingers, and then ignore my missing nail. I wanted to get my nails done before this, and
Same.
wasn't able to. Okay, so three, two, one. Wait, do you guys remember the words?
I
Fairy
wrote
game.
them down. We have fairy, gamer, chef.
Okay, so three, two, one, right.
Oh, I have a timer. Sorry.
Now, as
Okay.
they're writing, y'all in the comments, please drop your own stories about fairy gamer chefs, and y'all don't look at the comments. Okay, let me put on some ambiance. Ambiance. Those good sound keyboards. Yup. Others at work. Let's see. Like it's your regular occurrence exercise. Yep, agree.
Shit. I'm like, I have no time left. Okay.
um, you guys have 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
What?
Yeah. how much time we have left. Oh, done. 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 I'm okay. Oh, okay. First, we'll read Miss Thundercat's comment. Chef Candy opened her very first business, a Fairy Gamer Chef, where you get snacks based on the games that you pick. Aw, she loved the Human World featured games from there, so you can get. Okay. So you're putting the whole story. All right, put it, and then I'm interested in seeing like what y'all came up with. But before we get into the comments, please, authors, read your work.
I'll go first. I have literally like 5 lines.
Okay.
Okay, so I thought it would be fun. Well, I'm just gonna read it and then I'll tell you. So this is the sound effect. Ding. The screen pops with the username Chef83. This session is closed, I say into the mic, sitting atop my desk. The voice on the other end doesn't answer, though I can hear him breathing. A couple seconds later, my character splatters onto the screen. So that's the story.
Wait, so what's the genre? Like, what direction were you
So
thinking?
I was going urban fantasy. They're both fae and they're gamers. And she was like in a session by herself playing a game. And then he comes into the session and she's like, this is a closed session. And he just like kills her character because she didn't want him.
Wow.
So it's like enemies. It's like enemies to lovers. But I didn't get there because I couldn't type fast enough.
Oh.
But now I probably will write a short story about it on my Substack.
Oh my gosh, please do. I will share with the book fair participants because I'm sure they want how. Okay, Briana, what do you got for us?
Oh my gosh. Okay. This is so silly. The building reminded her of the home she left behind. The building itself had seen better days. Once upon a time, the bricks may have been more pristine, but it currently looked like it needed a makeover. Maybe not an extreme one that involved a bus. The inside, though, was just like home. Penelope remembered the lights of the forest and how, no matter how dark the night sky was, the lights would always guide her way. Fairies of various sizes would fly freely, dancing with the stars or sleeping in the trees. But she had to be different. Her desires wanted to explore the world beyond the green grass and perfect temperatures. Why she traded that in for car horns and traffic that left no room for her wings, she wasn't sure, but the heart wants what the heart wants. And right now, her heart wants an arcade fighter with combatants that take to the streets. Not that she thought she could make the gamer girl who knew everything there was to know about a Chinese woman with muscular thighs. But hey, it was culinary school, right? She just dropped out a few days ago after ruining a souffle. What even is a souffle? That's it.
How on earth did you write
that
all
was
that?
brilliant. Mind you, she's like, I'm not good at short stories.
I'm not. I don't think I am.
I hate that. You're very good at short stories.
I think the gamer girl opened something in my head because I am a gamer girl, like down to the like I am the nerd that's like got all the like fighting games and stuff. So I was like, just speak back to that.
Wait, is one of your characters a gamer?
Yes.
Okay.
In the Magic Girl book, one of the girls is a gamer girl, so all her moves are like pixels and video game related.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
I was like, how? And you just kept going. I was like, oh why?
The prompt was like really creative, and I was like, my brain was like, I'm opening now, and I'm like, I wish you would do that.
No, see, I was the exact opposite. I'm not a gamer, so I was just like,
Yeah, I'm not a gamer at all either.
I have a Switch. I play that a little bit.
I have a Switch
that
too.
makes you a gamer.
Well, I like, yeah, but only on Switch. And I usually just play like the cute little puzzle games. Like I don't actually play well, I do play like Dreamlight Valley and like some, of course, like Animal Crossing or like Polya. Yeah, but like I don't play enough to be like, oh, like how am I gonna, Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You ate that. That was really good. Claps and snaps.
But I got not Not good, trash. I haven't slept. Okay, like I'm warning everyone. But, okay. Oh shoot. He's here. Blythe awoke in the darkness of the human's kitchen, hands pressed against the glass of the jar he'd kept her in, right beside his favorite spices. The lights flipped on. Blythe backed the glass, cowering, hoping he wouldn't notice her, but knowing he would. This is okay. Anyway, um, what to make today? He muttered to himself, his game controller still in his grasp. That was me like throwing it in. He dropped it on the kitchen counter, and then he looked at her, lowering his face until they were eye level. He tapped on the glass. What would you like to have for dinner? I just want to go home. There's no like there's no home left to go to. That's all.
Oh
Oh no! You said caregiver horror.
Yeah,
There is.
I don't know why.
no! It's like, I want to go home. There's no home left.
Is he the final boss?
Yeah.
The gay final boss.
Yes, yes. He destroyed their fairy village. So yeah, I don't know why my mind just went to like dark crevices.
Yeah.
I actually do. Because I'm like, how can we share all these stories with participants? If you guys end up like finishing up the stories, please send to me. I will, maybe we can put them together.
Like a little anthology.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
People as like I don't know, promotional engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are
Because I'm like, I have an opportunity for lots of really good banter here, you know?
Yes.
It's already in my head.
Yeah. So we have a lot of time left. I didn't think out this entire whole thing. So what is gonna happen now is I'm gonna interview y'all.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes. So I want to know what inspired both of you to kind of like take your thoughts, feelings, and imagination and then put it on paper.
Ooh.
Yeah. Briana?
So, and people ask me this, and I don't really have a good answer beyond I've always wanted to write. Like, I'm one of those writers that's been writing since she was a kid, before like I had a grasp of like a writing career. I always wrote stories, and like my mom still has a lot of the stuff I used to write, like, and like crayon and construction paper and stuff. And before I knew like, story format and all that. And it's just, I can't think of doing anything else. And I don't know why. It's just like a part of my brain is like, you have to write. Like, you have to put these thoughts out there somewhere. And whether like, because I do all sorts of writing. Like I do book writing, I do like pop culture writing, I do fan fiction. Like I write like so many different things. And yeah, fan fiction is great. And I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know what it is that tells me like this is what you have to do. And I can't picture myself doing anything else. And I've tried other things, and it's like, no, go back to writing. I don't know what it is that inspires it. And it'll just be random things that'll give me an idea. Like I'll just be like, oh, this one little thing, and it turns into like a story. Now, of course, it takes, muses are fickle and they don't always come out immediately when you want them to. And I'm one of those writers where the ideas come flowing right before bed, or like where you're in the shower and you're like, oh, I'm not at the computer. And then you get to the computer and they're just like, no, I'm done. I'm cool now. Like, oh, you couldn't. But when I'm in bed trying to sleep, they're like, you should write 10,000 words right now. I know you got to wait, but now. And I'm like, I guess I'll grab my phone and go to Google Docs and write. But yeah, I don't know why. It's just in me.
I think I'd have to agree with that, because like for me, I always had this want to write. Well, I've always written, but I had like a lot of journals that I just like never share with anybody. And then I would like write little fan fiction stories, and at the time share them with like the Discord server I used to have. But I think when writing got like more real for me was like I told you guys I was traumatized, so that was your trigger warning. Writing got more real for me was I was going through a really dark, like depressive stint in life. And it was like probably worse than a lot of the other ones I'd ever dealt with. But during that time, I happened to like log on threads and doom scroll as one does. And I saw a picture of this like little anglerfish that like swam to the surface. I don't know if you guys remember this, it went viral. And it was like this little black fish who like they live like really deep in the sea and swim all the way up to the surface. And like people were like writing stories around of like, or like making up stories. I would say they weren't writing stories. They were like making like, oh, she did that because she wanted to see the sun. And I was boohoo crying because I was already emotional and stuff. And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write a poem about this fish. Cause like me and the fish are in a dark place and we're like trying to see the sun. So I started like writing a poem about the fish that ended up turning into a $90,000, 90,000, well, I wish, 90,000 word serial that I ended up publishing on Substack. And that was actually like when I realized, like, to your point, you actually, I think when you are a writer, because there's a delineation for me between like writers and authors. Like, I think that all writers are authors, but not all authors are writers, like, not in a cultural sense. Like, there are career authors and then there are like creative writers who do it because not because they like are trying to make a name for themselves. I think that real, and I don't mean to say realizing there's fake writers, but I mean like writers. I think when we sit down to write, we learn that we've always been writers and we're just
Mm.
unlearning everything else that told us that we weren't. You get what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that was like that's how I came into it, is realizing like this is who I've always been. And now I have the courage to like show people that. And it's been such a great ethos for me and like a coping thing. And like once you realize that you're a creative writer, there's no turning back. There's nothing else in life that you ever want to do outside than like put your feelings and stuff into story and share them with the world. Like it's the best thing ever.
I
Yes.
love that.
I hope I'm saying that word right. You know how you know words, like you see them, you read
Uh-huh.
them out loud? Yeah. Oh my, every time I say a word, I'm like, I hope I'm saying that right. But like, yeah, that was such a beautiful, like, uh, offering, I guess, of what it means to be a creative person. Um, I was on a plane once, and a woman told me that stories are like tangible things that move through our consciousness, and
Mm,
like it lands to the person who it wants to come out of, and then if we don't act on it, then it flutters to whoever has the bravery to do it. And so
yeah.
yeah, I was like, that's kind of true, because low key, I have a book coming out about a broke musician who sleeps with monsters and summon the monster under her bed to help her pay rent. I was like, there's no way anybody on this planet has come up with this idea. And then I got a DM from a lovely woman. Her name is Austin Marie, and she was like, "Welcome to the genre." I was like, "Girl, what genre?" Because and then it turned out she has a comic about a broke musician who plays acoustic guitar,
That's
cannot,
crazy.
who sleeps with monsters. I was like, what? And so
Yeah.
I had my idea like for years, and I never acted on it. And so I took that as like evidence that that's true, like that our ideas do travel and they have to come out. So I don't know.
Can I say something to that point?
Yeah, yeah, please.
I think that like there's this kind of funny joke about Michael Jackson and Prince where Michael Jackson used to be like, if he got an idea, he immediately acted on it because he was afraid that like whatever source was going to give that to Prince instead if he didn't like take it immediately. And
Mm-hmm.
that always like really stuck with me. I thought it was like really funny. But I think the more you write, the more you realize that like the goal is not so much like reinventing something, because
Mm-hmm.
like I feel like writing is like the more you write, the more you realize how unoriginal like the devices we use to put stories together. So then, at least for me, the question's been, so what makes my writing unique? What makes it original? And I kind of wrote about this my Substack recently, and I said like art is just mediocrity polished by the human experience, and like whatever we decide that like are what we feel called to, that's what we put onto the art. It's like even though she wrote a book similar to yours, your specific experiences is going to make those characters talk different. They're going to have a different outlook on life. The lens for which they're going to show the readers the world is going to be entirely different, which is why like there's that whole thing about like, oh, there's room for everyone at the table. And like my thing is like, girl, there's no table.
You're
The table
yes,
does not exist.
the table demolished.
The
That's
table itself is the fallacy. The table does not exist.
yes, that's how I be feeling. That's same with like gatekeeping and stuff like that. That's kind of why things like this fair exist. It's like I
Yes.
don't to sit around at someone's like imaginary gate with my hands out, like, please, let me in. Sir,
Fuck off.
yes, like it's like I don't need you. I can go there and make my own stuff. And so
Yeah.
a lot of these, a lot of these things that keep us like from creating or from not feeling good enough, or like I noticed like a lot of shame stops people and they feel shame because they don't have certain career milestones, and I'm like, no, just who cares, free yourself.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm also like in that era of like I'm calling it my creative sovereign era. Like I'm creatively sovereign and like whatever I want to make, I'm just allowing myself to make it because like you said, all of this stuff, like really I think stories are really cool because like we make them up, but like everything is made up. Everything is a story. That
Mm,
is
Mm-hmm.
what it means to be human. All of it's a story. All of
that's
it.
true. Very true.
Yeah.
We're fictional characters
Can I
experiencing.
also just say, like, I love your hair and your ears, Brianna?
Oh,
It's so cute.
this is just also part of me, just like being me, like
Yeah.
embracing that. Like I spend
Yep.
a lot of time trying to like fit in a box and like try and figure out what people want to read and like write to that. And then I was like, what if I just write what I like? Like write the
Mm,
stuff I want to write. And like people ask me, like I was at a fair last weekend and they're like, which, because I have a couple books and they're like, which one's your favorite? And I was like, well, my Magical Girl series, that was the first time I actually like put myself on the cover. And like, and I asked myself all those questions, like, can you put all those Black girls on the cover if you want to be part of the genre that they would be in? Because we're not really there all the time. And then I
Yeah.
was like, who cares? like don't stress
mm.
about it. Like it's like if you want them on the cover, you have the power. That's the cool thing about being a writer. It's you get to decide. It's like
Yeah.
so if you want the cover, and it's like, okay, can I make them all gay? And they're like, well, yeah, if you want to. Like it's you get to decide. But it's like, but when you look at the industry and the markets and stuff, you're like, is that what they want? And then you find out that actually is. It's like everything is like actually people do want diverse stories. They really do. And
Hmm. I
but
think this
when
is proof of it. Like, what Jackie's
yeah,
been able to accomplish with Black
I know
Girls Book Club. Like,
for a
this is
virtual,
proof.
this is wild. I'm like, because I've done virtual events before, and I'm like, this is like the catalog and like the talent who's here and like everything, and I'm just like, and just the joy I feel being like, oh, there's a bunch of us out here. Like, there's also this thing where they try and make you feel like you're the only one who's out here
Yeah.
doing things, and it's like, then I go to an event or do something like this, and I'm like, I'm not the only one. That's
At all.
good. It's like, and people are like, you should want to be the only one. It's like, why? That's lonely. It's like I don't want to be the
Oh,
only one.
gosh.
It's
Yeah. Because then that just
when
leads to like tokenization, and nobody needs that.
it's like
Nobody
Yeah.
needs that.
good vibes. So like I want like when I see someone else who's writing like a Black girl magical story, I'm like, ooh, what is yours so I can read it or share it or donate to Kickstarter or how do I sell this
I
so
gotta
other
give you,
people can over here?
I gotta give you props, Brianna, because you inspired me, and I think I've told you this. Like
You
your
have.
Magical Girl story inspired me because there we have more people creating indie projects right now, but you and Shauna Grant were the first ones I saw. I think hers is Princess Love Pond. And like you guys were the first ones I saw, and I was like, oh, and literally when you see someone else doing something, it's like I could do that. Like I
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. And so
No.
like you've made size inclusive characters, you've made them all queer, and it's like you can do that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, I sometimes you don't know what you needed until you see it, and then it's like
Yes.
you needed that.
And then that's Black women in these spaces because I inhabit a lot of nerd spaces and you see what's at the top of that, you're like, oh, I'm not there. So if I want to make it up there, I probably can't include myself. And you're
Mm,
like, but I include myself. Everybody else gets to. Why don't I get to
Hmm.
include? And then you do it, and you're like, oh, there's more. there's more people who are like, I too want to include myself. And you're like, yeah, we should. And like people that's like, why are your characters like that? Well, because I'm a Black queer woman. And like
Mm.
I want to see myself and like in fun portrayals that are fun and whimsical and like not always stressful, not always like, the end of the world, which I love those stories too, but it's like, what
Yeah.
if we did have whimsical stories where Black girls got to be like cute and free?
Yeah.
What if, like, and everybody else gets to do it? Why is it a problem when we do it? Like, why are we
Right.
now? It like I've grown up reading so many like white girl whimsical stories. So why do I have to be like, oh, but for me, I have to not do that. I have to do the opposite. I have to be in the background of that story. It's like, or you could be in the front. You could be in the front
And
and
I
center of that.
can I add to that by saying, like, I think that's what's so special about this event is that it didn't come into the space with this, like, read diversely or like kind of pandering to the audience to be like, come celebrate us. It's like, no, like it really was about like we already exist. We're already
Mm.
being celebrated. Even if it's not visible to you, this
Mm.
space already exists for us. And I think like what Jackie has done has really highlighted that this space already exists. And like that's why we're all here. Like it wouldn't have been able to be as successful if we didn't already exist. And I think like that's the difference because there's so many spaces online where you can find a list of diverse authors to read. There's so many spaces online where you can go and like which black book and black femme rage topple the government book am I going to read today? And like while those do have their merit, and I love them. Okay, I love me a good femme rage story. Give me a dagger in the throat. I love those stories. But like, but I feel like the overemphasis on that is what we want you to perform versus this girl is a story. This is a story about a girl who goes to a coffee shop and a guy gets her order wrong and then they kiss. We
Yeah.
need we need stories like that. We need stories like that. We
Yeah.
need them because we
Yes.
And
deserve
also
that softness.
even places are like whenever like Black History Month or Pride Month comes up and people are like, can you link me to XYZ? I can to find
No,
and
I
it's like
can't.
you can I've gone from here's my list of things where you can start to like you didn't even put in an effort to look because it is
Mm.
not behind us. Like it's 2026. We're
Girl.
everywhere. It's
You
like
can literally think
everywhere.
it at this point, and an ad is going to show up on your timeline. Like you don't need to ask me.
Right.
You don't need to ask me.
but like where are all the Black authors? I'm like, you don't know by now? Like
That's
you
true.
can,
Yeah.
we're just here and we're like unapologetically here at this point. We're like,
Yes.
I don't want to make the list for you. Like you could just
Yeah.
go and find
Because there's
us.
so many more helpful ways to like I don't even like using the word support black authors anymore because I feel like black authors don't deserve to just be supported. We deserve to be loved and celebrated. Our art deserves to be engaged with. We
Yeah.
deserve people making reviews and videos about us, sharing our character art. We deserve people like, yapping with their friends and starting book clubs and fan clubs around the work that we put out into the world, supporting to check off a box and say, I did that. That does nothing. Does
Just
nothing for us. Like we
Right.
deserve to have like, the girls giggling and kicking their feet. That's what we write for.
I wait
Hello.
for today. I'm like like what's your goal as a writer? And I'm like, I know the big dream is like I want an animated series one day, but I'm like, I want a section on AO3 where people write fanfics about my character.
My big goal, my big lofty dream is that I want my own section in the public library. The day
Yeah.
that I get like a little section in the
Yes.
library, I'm gonna cry. That's gonna
Yes.
be like
Yeah.
my everything. Like I'm gonna be like, look, I'm in the public library. That's gonna be my
I,
thing.
I want to see fan theories like like oh I just read this part and here's what I think will happen next. Here's my like
Oh
20
yeah,
part
that's
long
fun.
tweet about this book that I love. I'm like that's what I want. That's the stuff I
Yeah,
want.
yeah. Do
I
you plant like Easter eggs and stuff in your books?
Oh God, I don't think I do it intentionally. I
Hmm.
think it just happens. Like when I started writing like the Magical Girl series, it started as like an art project, and then my wife was like, "Where are you going with these?" And I was like, "I don't know." And she was like, "What if you like wrote a story?" And it just while I'm writing, and I'm like, I'll look back at like one part, and then I'm like, "Oh my God, I accidentally put this, and that connects to like this thing." in like book 2 or book 3. I have a lot of nerd references because I can't help myself.
You should not help yourself. That's amazing. I think that's
Like
great.
it's all over the place, and I tell everybody like parts of myself are in everything I write, whether I mean for it to happen that way or not. Like I'll be reading, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, what I did like last week. How did that get in the book? Like how did that get there? And it's like because I unintentionally base things on like my experiences or experiences of people who are close to me. Like one of the things in the Magic Girl series are the monsters are based on issues women face, and
Mm,
flipped that until my nephew was telling me something his wife had gone through that she posted about. And I got mad because, like you do. And when you're a
right.
writer, your anger turns into words. And
Yep.
you're just like writing. You're like, oh, this is what happened to my niece. Oh, that's why it's like I didn't even think of it. I didn't even plan it like that. But like we put our emotions on the page and like I have an outline and then like I start writing. Oh, outline what? It's over there somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I thought baseline, but I'm like, this event angered me or made me feel this way, and then it just turns into something else. And that's the cool thing about fiction, especially because it'll be like it's not bluntly stating that's what it is, but you're like, well, that monster kind of represents sexual assault, huh? And you're like,
Hmm.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah. And you're like, yeah, I
It's
totally meant to do
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Killing
we
through fiction.
hit time. Which is crazy because I feel like I could talk to you all for like hours. This
I
was
know, right? I was really enjoying this conversation.
This
yeah.
was great.
You guys are magical, beautiful. You guys look so aesthetically pleasing, right? Like um, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your bravery. You both will win a cash prize. So send me your cash apps after this straight to my DM and I will give you some prize money.
I'm just happy to
Thank you
be here.
so much for hosting us. This was
Yeah.
amazing. And thank you again for putting this together because like it's just been so needed and so necessary. And I hope that all of it comes back to you like triple fold because you deserve all the
Yeah.
flowers.
Oh my
Thank you,
gosh.
Jackie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And please keep doing events like this because
Yes.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
also get some rest, girl.
Yes,
oh please,
absolutely.
please. I'm gonna
But
yell at you if you go to bed.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.